You can check out all the episodes of The Table of Truth on our website, www.tableoftruth.com. Welcome, everybody, to The Table of Truth. This is your man, Cam. As always, with me is...
Cam 2, a.k.a. Black History Month, will not fail because of me.
And also with me is...
This is Josh, aka Ed. I can't top that. I can't even come close to. I'm not even gonna try. I can't even. What Cam said, ditto that.
Welcome to. We're at the end of Black History Month. This has been a doozy. I'm glad we got 29 days this time, guys. 29.
Tumultuous.
Woohoo!
Wait,
Tumultuous.
wait. We got 29 days?
Yeah, man. It's a leap year, yo.
Yep.
Yo.
Yeah. See, it's just for all the struggle that Black people have endured. 29 days is the respect that we have been given.
We got an extra day of fuckery, huh?
That's one way to.
Well,
look at it.
Yeah. Well, we started it with our God bless do-rag MLK. And and then we kind of rolled it into February, and then the rest of the fuckery just kind of went up the ebbs and flows.
Man, what happened? Wait, what happened to Black History Month?
I mean, it got.
I want to blame it. Yeah, yeah. I don't know. I feel like as we get older, it gets less. Like, when I was in school, it was kind of cool. It was like, oh, man, we get to learn about some stuff and who made peanuts and potato chips and crap. It's like, those are very important things. And then as I got older, I'm like, oh, let's do new Black history. All right, now let's celebrate the older people or folks that's doing some cool stuff now. Then as I'm like even more older, I'm just kind of like, I guess.
I mean, for me, it's sorry.
No, go ahead.
For me, it's just like you say, it's really become watered down. Whereas before, I'm home from school and be like, "Daddy, for Black History Month, we learned about blah 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 today," and like we would have a full blown discussion about it. Now I have little cousins who are like, "Yeah, so I drew a picture of me and colored it brown and Black History Month, yay!"
Yeah, I mean, one good thing that happened. My friend Mel D. Cole, he's one of the photographers out in New York, and like he's kind of like the photographer for a lot of like the Roots and freaking Mos Def and like a bunch of other people, but he's one of those guys that's in the right place at the right time, and he just gets some really good flicks. And so he just I just got his kind of like his photography book in the mail yesterday, which was really dope. It's like when you support something on Kickstarter that you believe in, they make it and then you get it in a timely fashion. It was awesome, and so it was dope. It's just a really good, maybe like a compendium of like the last 10 years of like rap music and the different types of shows that he went to, and so some really great shots of just people in their when they're just coming up, like early shots of Kendrick and Chance and Cudi. There's a great shot with Drake and Sade in like the UK, some random place, like dope Wu-Tang stuff, and like it was just kind of cool because going through it, just like, oh man, this is like a really cool like kind of snapshot of like Black music and like those type of things away from like the actual performance, because a lot of these are like candids and like when folks are in the studio or just hanging out, and it's not necessarily so super dressed up, but it was actually a really cool thing to get in February after and kind of going through it.
He has that accessibility. He's been doing that for years, huh?
Yeah. He's been. I met him in maybe 2006, I think, and around 2008 is when he really kind of to really blow up, because he was doing a lot of just club and bar photography. So that's why I met him, just out running the streets, and then he hooked up with the Roots, and he's just been that dude for them for a lot of the stuff that they do, and that kind of led him to shoot for other people. He has a really dope picture of, I think it's like the Cool Kids, Jay Davy, and I forgot somebody else in Lower East Side in like, I don't know, 2007 or something like that. And I was at that party, so I actually remember that picture. But it was cool just kind of seeing that, and I was like, to me, that was like, oh, this is like a nice like ending of a Black History Month, unlike Wilder getting his ass beat by Tyson Fury.
Hold on. Before we even get there,
Wow.
before we even scratch the surface on that, I want to give a shout out to Fonte Gallo, who has been killing me on Black History this whole month. So I'm gonna put Fonte Gallo on Twitter. If you haven't followed him, follow him. He is a great follow. For those who don't know who Fonte is, he is one of the integral members of the famous group Little Brother. But
Foreign Exchange,
pardon me, excuse me, among other projects, Justice League, etc., etc. But my man is every day has put out a tweet with the most audacious Black History. They're not facts, but if you didn't know no better, yeah, it's just items. And for all the nonsense that's going on out there, this is the nonsense I like. I like what he's doing. So I'll give you an example. He says on February 24th, today in Black History, we celebrate the unparalleled athleticism of Nino Brown and Gennaro Money, the first duo to play a full game of 21 in pleated sacks and Stacey Adams.
Wow.
I'll give you another one real quick. Today in Black History, we celebrate the bravery of Lieutenant Shamika Hardy, the first naval officer to alert her shipmates that Captain D was coming. Wow.
The one I liked was today in Black History, we celebrate Stanlita Hawkins, the first child to be named by a petty Black father who wanted a son.
Word.
Wow.
Yeah, but I like it because he like puts it all in black and white, so it makes it feel like it's like real.
There was one that was like, I was like, this could be real.
I mean, I think all of them. That's kind of like the point, because he'll find some good. I don't know where he's getting his photos from, but some of them are stock, some of them are like probably from Black Vintage, or some are from movies. But he was like, what was it? Today in Black History, we celebrate Zequavius Fletcher, the youngest toddler ever to have a utility bill put in his name.
Oh, wow.
I've seen that. Yeah.
Oh, dude.
Man, but yeah. Now segueing to the Wilder Fury fight. I mean,
now to prep it, Wilder has been doing a lot in this last year and a half, and backing a lot of it up, talking a lot of smack, backing it up, talking a lot of smack. He's been doing some good stuff. He's been solid, and to his credit, and also to Fury's credit, his road back to redemption has been pretty dope. So like, I was actually kind of excited, looking forward to the fight, because I actually like both fighters. They're both fun to watch. I think it's a good thing. Now, right. I actually missed the fight. Cam watched it, so Cam, take it away.
I also missed it. I'm a loser.
Okay, so I mean, let's face facts, right? We watched Wilder fight. He was coming into this fight undefeated, right? And we the boxing enthusiast want to see Wilder and Anthony Joshua. Okay, and most of us who follow think Wilder has a great shot to be Anthony Joshua, but we also understand that Wilder is the type of dude that can lose a whole fight and then knock you out in one punch, which he did against Ortiz last fight. He lost every round and then knocked the soul out of this dude in like the 10th round or something, right? So my money was on Wilder, although I didn't bet, because I do remember watching the last Fury Wilder fight, and Wilder gave Fury his best punch, knocked him down. He got up like the Undertaker, right? And I said, you know what? I'm black. I'm rocking with Wilder. You know what I'm saying? I respect Fury. He's a good boxer. He quote unquote, he is a boxer, right? But I had like a hesitation, and I don't know why. My spider sense was tingling. And I watched the fight like everybody else watched, and boy, oh boy, Wilder got his boots smoked. I ain't never been so mad on black. You don't lose. Like, black people don't lose, especially a fight on Black History Month. You got to cancel the whole month now, G. And to top it off, That man licked
exactly
his own
how you
blood.
phrased it.
Oh,
That
excuse
was
me.
exactly how you phrased it on social media too. He got his boots smoked.
Yeah. Like he allowed Tyson Fury to lick his blood. You lick my blood after whooping my ass? I gotta air you out in the parking lot, homie. Like you ain't about to just
Hey.
whoop me and then Wilder fought a demon in the ring, a literal demon. He licked his blood. You lick my blood, I'm gonna have to go get the thing from the trunk. Like, and we're gonna have to have some words. You ain't about to lick my blood and kick my ass on national TV on Black History Month. All the ancestors is mad at this man. All the whole month canceled. Take it back to the 28th. It ain't even a leap year anymore because Wilder let us down. He let the whole culture down. And you know what? If he'd have took this L gracefully, maybe we would forget it. But this fool walked in with a costume that was reminiscent of what's the old boy name in Black Panther, the one that wanted to die with the slaves.
Killmonger.
Killmonger. He came in with a 40-pound costume saying, "Oh, it made my legs tired, so I lost." No, fool. You talking about you can beat Mike Tyson? You can't even beat Tyson Fury. Get the fuck out of here. So Wilder, sit this one out, dog. You let us down as a culture.
Wow.
You came in. Man, it's like Atlanta losing the Super Bowl to this damn Patriots, man. That was a damn disappointment. You don't lose on Black History, man. That's like bringing a bad recipe of macaroni and cheese at Thanksgiving. You don't change the recipe. You don't lose on Black History Month.
Brought potato salad with raisins in it to the cookout.
Oh man. Well, what's crazy too is like it was much like Joshua. Was it Joshua Jackson or Anthony Joshua?
Yeah.
Same. Much like with that, like because before, I'm a casual boxing fan. I pay attention and catch the fights when I can. But when he lost, because he had that rise too, because that was the whole build up. Like, oh, Wilder versus Joshua, so it could be the thing. And then Wilder still had to do his Fury rematch because it was a tie or was a
it was a draw.
Yeah, it was a draw. That's what it was. And then Joshua, he's like, oh, cool. Well, I can get to Wilder. I just got to beat this dude first. Then he loses. And then so now that's resets it. Where he has to do his rematch, and then Wilder keeps moving with him. And then this is the same thing. This is kind of like the obstacle to get through to the next one. So it's like I'm not even sure if by the time we actually get to a Joshua and Wilder fight, it will be
man.
It'll be anything because at this point,
that man lost to a damn gypsy. That man hit him so hard he sent him back. Yeah. He hit him so hard he went back to pre-Thanos before the Infinity Gauntlet was made. That's how far he knocked him back into Black History.
Jeez, he lost to Baba Yaga.
You ain't about to beat my ass on Black History Month. I don't care who you are. We get in the fight, I'm winning. I'm not about to lose in the month of February. We are indestructible as a people in the month of February. We don't lose.
Copy that,
dude. Yeah, it was. And then right when and then when he lost, the jokes flew fast and furious,
as Black Twitter does.
Yeah, faster than a lot of meme, yo.
And speaking of a meme, you guys peep out the Wakandan credit card.
Yes, sir.
Y'all didn't hear about that?
No, Cam. I don't know what you're talking about. Please let us know what you're talking about.
Well, apparently,
willful ignorance.
Well, apparently, Harriet Tubman was paid an homage on a What is it? What kind of credit? What is this? Oh, One United Bank. So, for those who haven't seen it, One United Bank has come out with a credit card with the famous Harriet Tubman. And unbeknownst to people, if you're not familiar, she has her hands in a cross position. Now, people from New York may think this is some BX type stuff, but no. This is reminiscent of Wakanda, a fictional place of Pan-Africanism. I don't know whether to be in awe or is this a gaffe, like appalled. Like, why would Harriet Tubman be? Yes. Why? 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 Okay, stop. Let me wait. Why every time? Okay, I'm speaking to anybody who's listening. Why every time during Black History we always got some bullshit, like some straight bullshit? Why is Harriet Tubman on a credit card throwing up the Wakanda sign? It's fake. It's fake, like the fake quotes that they be trying to quote from her. That ain't even real. That ain't even her.
Yeah.
That's all I can say about that.
I mean, I wish I had something to add, bro. I mean, it's just, it's like we were talking about before, the MLK imagery with, the do-rag and him, throwing up the peace sign and in photos with Rihanna somehow.
I can hear the narration.
People Photoshop.
I can hear the narration by a famous black actor, Morgan Freeman. Probably say something like, "Bury me in the ocean with my ancestors that jumped from the ships because we knew death was better than this Harriet Tubman with the Wakanda salute." People, we got to do better.
Ugh, so bad, dude.
We got to do better.
So bad.
Just
I'm
get
telling
yourself
you, what happened
with Harriet Tubman?
What happened to Black History Month?
In Black History Month. Oh God.
Yeah, it's just like it's pretty bad, man. I think it's the worst part is it's like it's like twofold. One of it is just bad already, but then it's like, all right, that means there's a designer that had to make that.
Okay.
And then there's another one had to be someone got paid to make that. Like someone had to like actually design that out, make a little like, so actually, I think it was painted too, wasn't it? Or oh, dude.
Just please, Lord, don't Black Bank underwriting this card.
Oh,
please,
please. Could you imagine?
Please.
I want to see somebody have this card. Like,
there's some numbskull out there that will.
Yeah, why not? I mean, until they give us they finally put Tubman back on the 20, so we can start calling them Tubmans.
Wait, what?
So at the end of Obama's administration, they approved to make $20 bills with Harriet Tubman, but it wouldn't be until I think 2020. And then when Trump got in and the new Treasury Secretary, they actually stalled that. And so like they were trying to put first they did a kind of like a crowdsourcing of what prominent African American are they going to put on the actual money. They said they were doing the 20s, and then I think it was the 20s. It might be, I think it was the 20s, and then so then it was approved. Blah 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 blah. It was a big deal when it happened. There was a lot of media hype around it, and it kind of died down because it wasn't going to be until the next, I think, whatever the cycle is of printing money, and I think that's supposed to be in this year, like 2020, 2021. But when Trump got into his administration, they didn't cancel it, quote unquote, but they just basically delayed it, and so it's kind of in limbo now. But I remember at that time when that was happening, everyone was like, "Yo, I can't wait to call 20s Tubmans."
Nah,
it's like, "Yo, man, let me get fired." You got Tubman on that.
It's all about the Tubmans, baby.
Oh,
wow,
dude. Yeah, wow. We can't have nice things, guys. It's pretty much what it is.
Clearly not.
We just can't have nice things. It's really what it comes down to.
I mean, there's
gotta be some positive black. I mean, and actually, you know what? To further the anti-Black History Month, both black candidates for president also, I think, quit in February.
No, they didn't.
I
refuse to accept that.
I think so.
Wait, which ones?
Booker and Kamala Harris. I think they both quit. Yeah, I think they both quit in February.
Pardon us, Kamala. Oh man,
I
hope you're wrong.
You should see my face.
It's probably the same as mine.
It's on site with Cory Booker.
Forehead right now. Say again.
It's on site with Cory Booker.
You gonna steal the girl's schoolyard style, bro?
Because of his lady friend?
Is she a lady friend anymore?
Yeah, she is still, as of the article that I read, yes, she is still his lady friend.
If you guys don't know what we're talking about the lovely and very awesome Rosario Dawson. She recently said that she is a bisexual creature, and then the homies wept.
I mean, look. No,
why are we weeping? Why are we weeping?
Hey, look.
You could, I don't understand.
Look, do you, boo? I'm not mad at you, but I'm mad at you. I'm not mad at you. I'm mad at you.
She's off.
I have nothing against that. It's just the fact that she's been dating these weirdos. Like when she dated Eric Andre, that gave everybody a shot. getting shot. And now
Facts right there.
she dates Cory
That is
Booker.
total facts.
I'm like,
Yo, when she was dating Eric Andre, I think that's the one that was like that made me laugh so much because like the fact that he had to prove it.
Word.
And
Yeah,
not
his
even-
Instagram was on fire that entire time.
He
Yo.
was like, "Yo," I forgot who called him out on it, but he had to like,
Chance.
and it wasn't.
Chance the
Yeah,
Rapper.
oh, dude, yo,
but
that shit was-
Rosario,
Dude, she was like sick, and dude was like in the crib, and she's like laid out, all kind of destitute, looking on the couch.
well, see, I didn't know
And he
she
takes
was
a picture
bi. I
And
didn't know she.
post it on Instagram.
Yeah, that's
Like, he
wild.
takes a picture of her and posts it on Instagram with some taking care of my baby, and everybody's like, "Dude, what are you doing? Why would you do that? Like, why?"
So my wrath. I thought she had became full blown queer, and I was blaming Cory Booker because Cory Booker just took her away from me. I was like, Cory.
Dark side.
I was like, Cory, how did
turned
you
her away
let
from
this
us.
happen? I'm not hating on it, but I'm just like, she dates you and now she queer. Like, what
It's your
the hell?
fault.
So
You-
she's
you turned
bi.
it.
Okay, whatever. You know what I'm saying? No big deal. But like, I thought she just cut off men, and I'm like, how? What happened? Like, what happened between Eric Andre to Cory Booker that you was just like, I'm not into men anymore. So I'm blaming Cory. Hey, I'm putting it out. Cory Booker ain't getting my vote. If that happens, I'm cool.
Well, I think it was funny because even the Eric Andre stuff, that was more like I think it was. Oh yeah, I'm reading up right now. Basically, it was Chance the Rapper had texted her like, "Yo, you're dating Eric Andre,"
That's
and you know,
hectic.
Chance has a girl. He's he's happily whatever, but he was just more like, "Yo, what is going on here?"
Yeah, every dude was like,
Why
what
would you
the-
do that?
Yeah,
So wait, now does that make us shallow because we're like in disbelief that the caliber of woman we believe she is would go with someone that we think is might be quote unquote less than?
yeah,
I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that assessment.
yeah.
I'm very okay.
This is Eric Andre from the Eric Andre show.
Oh, dude, that's hilarious.
I mean, I tweeted at him and said, "Look, only in America, man, you gave all us brothers a chance," and he liked it.
Yeah, I'm
Now,
I'm
is
very
this
fine. I'm very okay
Is
with
this
being shallow.
more of a mismatch? Was that more of a mismatch than freaking Janet and Jermaine Dupri?
Nah.
Again,
Janet.
my phone and that reverberated. Hold on. Let's ask the question again because
Is that more of a mismatch than Janet and Jermaine Dupri?
No, I think the Cory Booker
it's
shit
just
is.
as bad.
No, I think
It's just as
I think the Cory Booker shit is like worse because I look at Rosario. She from the hood. Like
she is.
she Boricua.
Yes,
She is.
She is.
She's awesome. She's mad, and she's like super duper ridiculously cool. Like just a really
Yes.
like. I only had a couple interactions with her when I used to work over at Latina Magazine. She would just stop by and kind of hang out because one of her good friends, or like either like a classmate or something, but they were tight. So she would just stop by and just say what's up. And she was just really nice. Like nothing, not like I was hollering. I was just not, but just stalking extra hard, shake the hand and kept it moving. But she was a really
Right,
nice,
right.
pleasant person. And that has kind of reverberated with other people that meet her. They're just like, yeah, well, she's just a really cool person. It's not like, and no Hollywood, literally from around the way, that kind of situation. And so it's always, but you're right. I think the Eric Andre thing was like, whoa. So I guess I should have hollered then, huh?
Yeah.
It's fun, yo. So peep game, right? Me and two of my homies were just randomly bumped into each other on the corner of Prince and Broadway here in New York. We're standing there right at the corner, just shooting shit or whatever. And up comes Rosario Dawson, just random walking down the street like it ain't no thing, in like Catholic schoolgirl outfit. All conversation stops, and we were just and so she walks by. She sort of halfway smiles like, "Oh, these three dudes." Keeps it moving. As soon as she's out of earshot, we all look at each other like, "So nobody, not one of us, nobody." Like we all were just so awestruck by what we just saw that nobody stepped up, nobody took a swing, nobody took a shot, nobody shooting a shot.
Josh,
Yeah.
if I was there with y'all, I
Uh-huh.
would have shot
you
from the
you
parking lot.
you the thought to risk it all.
I mean, this time I wasn't risking anything. I mean, y'all. For those who don't know about me and my crushes, Lisa Bonet is top
Uh-huh.
one, number
Top.
one.
She's top.
Kelly Rowland has cracked my top 5 recently.
Interesting.
Nice.
Okay.
It's respectable. I respect that.
Tessa
Okay,
Thompson
yeah.
up there, but she be messing around. She be playing, so she in the top 10. But Rosario Dawson was top 3 bona fide.
Fair enough.
And if anybody knows me, they know my infatuation with Rosario Dawson. I almost cursed somebody out, some girl out at work, because she slandered my crush.
Oh.
But this last streak of dudes she been on, I'm like, at first I'm like, all right, you know, she's her own, but she started dating Cory Booker. And I'm like, this square ass dude, like, what is, like, I don't get it. Like, you from New York, you kids. I'm thinking kids Rosario Dawson. Cool ass Rosario Dawson that was in Jay and Silent Bob movies and shit.
Right.
25th La La at 20, he got game.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Top 5 too. She was dope in that too.
She was in my top 5.
Yeah, damn. Yeah, I think that's how I look at what's it called? Zoe Kravitz, because she got her new show on Hulu, in the High Fidelity joint.
I'm telling Zoe, tell your mama I said hi.
Dude. I mean, well, and then for me, I have my tragic Zoe Kravitz story.
Excuse us?
Where
One of my
what?
favorite Cam stories of all time.
So picture
Favorite
this
Cam L stories.
young Cam in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania.
Good
so
time.
Table of Truth traveled down to Philly. We went to the Roots Picnic, which was a yearly thing that we would always do. Roots Picnic is an amazing event. You know, the Roots put it on. They invite a bunch of their friends. They usually have a headliner, and then they're the band that will back the headliner up. It's always a really good time. We've come down. We used to go down there yearly, consistently. I think 4 or 5 years, and it's just a dope time out. Like, you know. Love the city of Philly. It's always good music and stuff like that. Saw a lot of good artists there for the first time. Actually saw Mac Miller there, just him and the DJ, and he killed it. I was like, dude, this guy's really good. As he was kind of on his way up, I saw The Weeknd there, like really earlier on, and some other folks. But anyways, Table of Truth, we're out. We were at a restaurant eating. As we were leaving, you know, I'm leaving the establishment. I open the door, and a nice young lady walks over. You know, and I hold the door for her, and then she's like, "Oh, thank you," and it's Zoe Kravitz, and I was like, and she just smiled, and she walked in. Of course, I was promptly roasted by my Table of Truth brethren, rightfully so. And I took the lumps, and I was like, well, she's super like itty bitty petite, really gorgeous, really like like she has a nice aura around her the whole nine. So took the lump. We went to the Roots Picnic. We were having a great time. I'm like walking out of the second tent going in, and then I open it up and then open the door, and it's her again. And she said, "Oh, it's you again." And I was like, and then she's like, "Really? Nothing?" I was like,
I'm disappointed in you, Cam.
Hurts
I am
me every
disappointed
time I
in
hear
myself.
this story. Hurts me every time I hear this story, bro.
This was 10 years ago. I still am in pain. I've not gotten over it. So
Wait. How old is she?
She's maybe like a couple of years younger than us. She's in our age group.
Oh,
check it out.
Let's Google this.
No.
Consult the Google. She might be younger.
Yes, she is.
She's younger. She is.
Oh, she's 31.
Younger.
Okay, so yeah, so she's like 10 years younger. So she was like, yeah, she's about like 21, 22 at this time. I was like 30s.
Yeah, you know what? Like, I'll allow this. She's 21.
But still,
okay. Imagine yourself.
I don't know.
Imagine yourself at 31 dating a 21-year-old.
No, you're right. But still,
yeah,
I still should have at the very least. And I think
you should have spoke. But
yeah, 100%. But
yeah.
Wait,
she's married
actually.
Yeah, she got married last year.
Did she?
Yeah, I don't know, he's like a photographer or something like that.
Some dude named
Number one
Carl.
bites the dust. Damn.
Yeah, she got married. Yeah, she got married last year, late last year, I think.
Is he a cornball?
Nah, he's kind of a coolish dude.
Yeah, he's an actor. So
Actor. Oh, okay.
Okay.
White boy situation.
True.
But
But
yeah.
Fidelity's a
So
dope
I've
show. You
actually
should also check it.
I watched the first episode, and then I want to finish it. Yeah, it was dope.
Wait, is it like off the movie?
Yeah, it's
More or less,
based off
yeah.
the book. Yeah, it's based off the. They did a good job of combining the book and movie kind of situation.
definitely.
She's the lead role. Her 5 exes are a mix of genres and genders and all that goodness, and so that's kind of like the basis of it. But it's pretty dope. I'm kind of glad she finally got kind of like a starring like vehicle that she can kind of flex the muscles.
Yeah.
Like she's dope, and I think she's been doing a lot of good supporting cast roles, and so this is the first one where it's like, oh shit, this is your thing. So it's as much props, man. She's been doing some dope shit.
And she's EP on the show too.
Yeah, and then she's Catwoman in the new Batman too, right?
Yep, come up is coming.
Yeah, she's definitely on the come up, man. But so yeah, that's my Zoe Kravitz story. I've informed my loving girlfriend of almost 4 years that if I get a third chance, I'm risking it all. So I'm just letting you know now. So when it happens, you know what's going on. You know what it is. You gotta have an open and honest communication with the one that you love to let them know that I'm risking it all. Just letting you know. I know she married too. It's all right. It's all right.
Yo, God ain't never gave me that opportunity. Like I ain't never ran into none of my crushes.
Risk it all, yo. Risk it all.
Like Nia, when I see you.
I've been armed distance. I've been armed distance from Nia at one of the award shows, and yep, I agree. You risk it all.
Hey, one of our good friend Cam Ant Finley, he told me his Tatiana Ali story, and I was like, what? Like you were next to Tatiana Ali at a house party? He was like, yeah. I was like, dog, I'm so jealous. We have a secret war going on for Sade's hand in marriage. So
she's a vampire, man. She's gonna outlive us all.
Yeah,
seriously.
But yeah, I think it's also one of those things too, where it was like being at BET for the amount of time I was there. I was going through a lot of award shows and red carpets, and I didn't really get starstruck from a lot of people. And I think it was more just because the setting and time and place was like normal, and it wasn't like a big deal. It was just kind of like, oh hey, you're someone that I think is super attractive and kind of amazing, and you're like you just said hi to me. Like, wait, what?
Exactly.
Lost all composure. And it's comedy because it's like, if I just to say hi and be like, that's it. That would have been fine. But yeah, it's all right though. I'll get another chance.
Everybody freezes up once, Cam. You're all right.
I'll be like 50, 55. I'll be like, yo, look, I met you in Philly, 2010, and I froze, and I just wanted to say hello.
Let Kelly Rowland meet me in the hallway of Apple campus. Woo! I tell you.
What is that conversation gonna be like? You tell.
Man, I'm telling you. Her, Lisa Bonet pull up. I don't care how big Jason Momoa is. I'm a blue belt in jiu-jitsu. We gonna have I don't care. I'm willing.
What is she now? She's like, what, 50? She looks amazing.
What is she? Fine. That's what she is. She fine. 52. Don't care.
Accurate.
Don't care. Vintage.
Yeah.
Vintage.
100%.
There was a thing going on around Mike Tyson. It was a joke, but somebody put like Mike Tyson will pay somebody $10 million to marry his daughter, even though she married. But I wasn't sure if that was real. And what's the dude's name? Michael Blackson. You got to go find it.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I saw that. He said, like, you know what? I've been trying to really settle down and find the love of my life and blah, blah, blah. I'll give you some grandkids and like, I'll take that leap.
Yeah. He's like, I don't really need the money, but if you want to go ahead and pay me. And I guess Mike Tyson responded and Mike just went for the joke. I don't even know if it's real, but if that's real, oh Lord.
Oh, dude.
Pray for that man. Pray for that
ridiculous. So ridiculous. He's like, my daughter has a loving relationship. I don't know who the hell did this.
Yeah. Y'all mess with Mike kids, man. I'm not messing with Mike. And
you don't mess with Mike, period.
Put it like this. Say you do marry her and y'all don't work out. How do you work that out with Mike?
Because you know he's gonna be involved.
Mike,
It's true.
Mike could be 100 years old. I still don't want no smoke with him.
Nope.
Yeah. Well, it's kind of crazy too, because it's like,
Have you ever seen that man in person?
No.
Oh, it's scary. I'm tall. I'm 6'3". I'm not a small guy. I'm not Mike Tyson Diesel, but I have a little muscle on me. But Mike Tyson scares me. I don't scare easily.
Yeah, it's
Mike Tyson is disturbing.
Look, I say it like this: I'm not trying to know the Wi-Fi password in heaven anytime soon. So I'm not messing with Mike Tyson. Mike, I got love for you. Much respect, Mike. If you're listening, we good.
Brooklyn
if that was
represent.
fake,
True.
Brownsville, do or die. It's good, Mike. We cool, brother. I ain't got no beef. I ain't trying to mess with your daughters and nothing. Keep that happy home a happy home, bro. We good over here. We are good. Mike, when I see you, I'm gonna give you a pound and a bear hug, but it's all love.
Yeah, dude. That's that I think those are the type of memes that kind of go around like more and more. And I think it's interesting. Like one of my friends was talking about how for the month of February, the only gifts that he sent were black gifts in honor of Black History.
Oh yeah. There was a moment a few years back when it was civil rights Twitter. Oh, that was hilarious.
Amazing.
What a time.
That was a great picture.
Kids,
Like
for y'all listening, hashtag civil rights Twitter. It was civil rights Twitter. That was a moment in time. Yeah, civil rights Twitter.
It was brilliant. It was brilliant. I'm not even going to describe it for you. Just go look. It's amazing. It was amazing. It was a great 2 days.
Yeah.
Was it like 2 days? 2 or 3 days?
Yeah, it was like 2 days.
Nothing
but
awesomeness. Twitter awesomeness.
But I think that's
the best way to put it.
Yeah, like those are the times when I'm like, I actually enjoy like the jokes and the camaraderie of like the quote unquote Black Twitter, where it's just like people are just like everyone just having a collective fun and like the jokes are good, people are enjoying themselves. Like it's pretty cool, and I think that's the part of the quote unquote Black Twitter that I enjoy, when people are just having like the storytelling aspect of it, or freaking the comedy part of it, or the they're like that thing that happened. I think it was last month. They were talking about who's Black famous, and people were dropping all these people that in the Black community are super famous to us, but then for everyone else they're like, who? They're like Kenny Lattimore, who's that?
Yeah, I who did we claim? I claimed Bobby Caldwell because I didn't know if he was black or white.
Yes,
Bobby Caldwell is a white singer, but Black people have been claiming him like he's one of our own for years, and I don't think white people know who Bobby Caldwell is.
No,
but
it's very true. Yeah,
Black people know who Bobby Caldwell is, but when we found out he was white, we accepted him as one of our own. We was like, hey, this man has been blessed by
barbecue invite.
Yeah. This man got the voice best from 1,000 African souls, man. We swear up and down, Bobby Caldwell was a black man that sold you cars on the dealership. So that's Bobby Caldwell.
But yeah, that's to me when Black Twitter is actually the best. When it gets to the point of like the cancellations and the freaking ripping and tearing down somebody or blah blah blah, it's like that's the part where I just kind of tune out. But and I think the camaraderie part, that's the actual productive conversation. Like that's when what was the one that you sent me, Cam? It was it was when dudes were being vulnerable.
Man.
For our not safe for work listeners, basically a dude was like, hey, fellas, this is a safe space. You can talk about when your sexual performance was not necessarily at its peak. And he's like, no judgment, but share your stories. And like legit, the whole thread was everyone was just like sharing their story, and they also used GIFs and whatnot. And it was funny because a lot of women were commenting, but they were commenting in like a supportive way.
The funny bit was the women were getting checked. They were like, yo, this is a man's space. You back it up. Ain't no joke.
No judgment.
We don't even want you consoling. You
So I shared that with a few folks, and I was like, don't let it ever my female friends, I was like, this shit is hilarious. And I said, don't never let a man tell you that he's never done. Every man has gone through that phase.
Yeah.
Every man has gone through that phase.
And I like that it was
At
like
least once.
in
At least
the best part about it was that aspect of it that everyone kind of commented like the main dude that started it. Every time someone shared like a particularly like hurtful one where like it hits you, he's like, "Oh damn, man, yeah, I feel you, man. It's all right." Then one dude was like, I forgot whatever happened. It was a bad night. And he was like, to this day, you know, we're not friends, and it's just more on me because I just can't face it.
yes. There was
Like
There
some
were
like
a
hilarious-
few of those.
they were hurt. Like
There were
people
a
were just
few
like,
of
"Yo,
those.
it hits you in your soul, and then you can't bounce back."
Everybody
Yeah.
has
One
had
dude
their soul
was like,
snatched
"Yo,"
once.
one dude was like, "Yo, I can't. I see the chick every now and again, and I can't even look her in the face. Like I can't look her eye to eye."
And then people
That
responded
was a
like,
good
"Yo,
day.
man, I understand. I understand."
It's real, bro. It's real. It's real.
But I thought that was a dope like moment because I think the one good thing I've been seeing trend wise is, you know, more dudes expressing a little bit more of their vulnerability, but also being welcomed with that with other dudes. So it's like a good like it extend no judgment zone. Like guys are sharing their experiences and not tearing them down or making fun of them or just being like, "Yep, that happened to me too," or that aspect of it. And I think I'm starting to see a little bit more of a trend of you know, brothers coming together to kind of express those aspects of it, and not just in the sexual realm, but also in like feelings and relationships and that kind of stuff. And I think it's been a nice trend that I've starting to see more, and like whether it's the homies or whether it's outside, but I'm starting to see that it's quote unquote okay to like share your feelings and those type of things. I think it's a dope thing. It's actually really really cool.
Well, there was one who responded by saying, 33 seconds. I leaned in and whispered in her ear, "We shouldn't be doing this. We have a good friendship, and I don't want to mess that up." And,
and that was out. Yeah, I remember that. And that was his complete out.
That was his out. And he said to this very day, she thinks I changed my mind and didn't want to smash anymore, but shaking his head his whole time while he was done. I have to tip my cap to that man for the ultimate out.
Seriously.
Yep. The commitment.
So yeah, Twitter can be fun.
Sometimes you got to save face, bro.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So
100%.
Sometimes you got to save face.
But yeah, I mean, see, those are like positive Black History Month stories. I was like, in my head, I was trying to think of better things to talk about than just like the normal dumbness that's been going on, whether it's politics, whether it's just other music stuff, but just what's some good like positive things you've seen just in general. I would say for this month, but I would say in general for Black culture in general. I guess I'll put it out to the floor as we've been moving into this 2020s.
Wait, say that again. I didn't catch that last part.
I was just saying like what's more like positive Black moments, I should say, which is like new Black history that you've been seeing lately, as opposed to a lot of the negatives. Like for me, I think I put it on one of our chats. We're talking about when Chappelle got the Mark Twain Award, and he had like a really good and powerful speech about just kind of like the craft. He was just really happy, and he was just giving a lot of credit to like all the folks that helped him, and how he was a fan of just comedy himself. And it was like a really
and his
good
mom,
like
yeah,
and his mom and all that kind of stuff. He was telling good stories, and he was basically saying how like I like fucking with people and doing like crazy things because it gives people stories to tell. Like I like being a storyteller in that aspect. I thought that was like a really beautiful moment, and it made it even better because the Def Comedy Jam like 25th anniversary, there's a dope moment for like 10 minutes where him and DL Hughley are just riffing.
That
crowd work
was amazing.
And honestly, that little moment was better than the whole show, but it was just cool because they were like, they were giving props to so a lot of OGs. They were just having a good time, and I think the with all the stuff when it comes to like award shows and other randomness it's kind of cool just to kind of see like real human moments from like people on that level, and they're just still like just grateful for, hey man, I'm in a place that I get to do my craft and do it well with people that I like. And I think that is actually more positive to me than hearing about not to give less credit to people that are past, but to actually see current Black people and folks that are doing some cool shit, so that we celebrate people while they're alive, as opposed to always talking about the dead people.
Yeah, I mean, for me, it's more welcoming new to learn about Black history, just different aspects of it. Whether it be a documentary I haven't seen or people putting me up on things I should be watching. And it may not be all good, but I like the connection and dialogue amongst people of color, Black folks, not people of color, just sharing that knowledge and say, "Oh, you should check this out," or "Listen to this." There's a heightened awareness. I went to go see recently John Legend and uh, Ebro speak, and I felt some type of way because Ebro's sometimes a tool. But it was cool to have that accessibility to listen to John Legend about his take. When it comes to celebrities and their struggle, I don't know what they're going through because they're celebrities and they obviously took a different
Right.
path. The average Joe, but it was just interesting to be a part of something that you can listen in, check the dialogue, get a different perspective, get their experiences. And I like when like-minded individuals share that knowledge. It's like, oh, this is what's going on, or just politicking and breaking bread with each other in a positive way to uplift people with knowledge. I like that aspect. I don't necessarily need to know who invented the first peanut roaster or whatever, or I mean, it was cool as a kid, but put me onto a good book I should read. Whether it be fiction or nonfiction. Of Black authors or playwrights or movie. I got a friend on Twitter that I follow. I like his film voice, but he's always told me to check out this movie called Chameleon Street. And Chameleon Street is a powerful movie amongst the Black folks that's I think heavily underrated. So for those who are interested, go see Chameleon Street. But stuff like that, I gravitate to, and I appreciate that. Unfortunately, it's usually during the month of February that we get this heightened awareness. I wish it was all year round that we had this motivation to educate ourselves and uplift ourselves with certain things. And certain folks do, but currently around my circle of friends, we're not all like-minded like that, and so I have to gravitate towards folks who are like that to get the things that I need. But I do have I am able to have friends in I have a circle of friends that we can engage in meaningful conversation. It doesn't have to be about Black history, but just meaningful dialogue. And we can agree to disagree, but still come back and still break bread at a later date.
Yeah, I think for me, in a similar vein, just engaging in media. I mean, I always do. I think just engaging in media that highlights Black accomplishment. Like, for example, what the heck is the name of that? There's a Netflix mini docuseries. Oh, They Gotta Have Us. That was probably one of the high points of my Black History Month for sure. Basically, what it does is it sort of runs down the history of Black actors in Hollywood, but from it sort of bounces back and forth between, say, for example, the first Black man to be in a film in England. They interview Harry Belafonte, and that was just a brilliant interview. They talk about Sidney Poitier and his sort of struggles in the come up. They talk to John Boyega, so it sort of bounces back and forth between present day actors, and some of the pioneers. It's a really, really good docuseries. If you've not watched it, you need that in your life, just in general, not just because it's a Black History Month. It's just a really well done docuseries that bit beyond the usual. Black actors had their struggles, and people were racist back in the 50s and 60s and 70s and 80s and recently, like today.
Of all time.
But it goes a little, in my opinion, it goes a little beyond that. But like I said, it's a really good docuseries. I definitely enjoyed it. It was really, really good. It was enlightening. It was enjoyable. It was entertaining. Definitely something worth checking out, and that, I would say, made my Black History Month for sure.
Nice, dude. That's dope. Yeah, man. I think the actually with that, we're gonna wrap that up to the final word. I like that. No, I think that's dope because I think that's the. Oh, lately I've been more just on the art tip. I've been uh putting my money where my mouth is and kind of looking. I've always been looking out for new black artists and like their works and stuff like that, especially when it comes to comic books and graphic novels and things like that. And so like when I see stuff that's super dope, you support or whether on Kickstarter or just like wherever in stores. But it's cool because then more and more black artists have avenues to like get their work out there, and and also the level of quality is better too. And like I'm glad that that's starting to be more and more prevalent, and we're starting to make our own spaces, whether it's make our own Comic Cons, starting our own publishing companies. And I'm glad that more black people are starting to take notice of that and then support where you can, because you kind of need that. And I think the one part that we're the younger generation now is starting to be better at is like supporting each other and trying to really kind of like, yo man, you're doing dope stuff, I'm doing dope stuff, how can we work together and those type of things. So I'm glad that that's kind of like uplifting a little bit more. So that's the takeaway for me for like Black History Now. It's just more like celebrate people that are already here, and then also like look for the new ones that are that need that encouragement to come up.
That's what's up.
But yeah, man, I'm gonna leave my final word as a positive thing.
Well,
Cam, oh wait, go ahead.
Yeah, my final word is we don't take losses in Black History Month ever. Ever.
Still mad.
Wilder, if you listen to this, you should be ashamed of yourself. You should have lost in January or March, but you don't lose in the month of February. Black people win in February. I don't care who you are, you win at everything. Black people, we do not lose on Black History Month. I don't care what's going on in your life. You win. Wilder, you let us down. You let the culture down. I'm ashamed of you. You let this man lick your blood. And the only way you're going to have to get back is you got to get the thing from the trunk, and we're going to have to air him out. Don't let no gypsy beat you on Black History Month. I'm not trying to hear it. People, my black people, we do not lose on Black History Month, period. That's my final word. Oh, and Rosario Dawson, when I see you, let me stop.
I was just saying my final word was for Rosario Dawson, but not for her, but to you for her. Like, yo, she's still on the team, man. Calm down. It's cool. We my final word is to Cam. Like, she's still on the team, bro. She's still on the team.
You know how many people hit me up with that news?
Saying, yo, she's still on the team.
Like she just passed away or something.
Oh man.
Yeah.
She's
not gone. She's still with us.
I still love you, Rosario. It's all good.
Dude, that's hilarious. But yeah, man, I think we'll leave it at that.
We don't lose, people. We don't lose.
Keep your chin up, Wilder. You'll get another chance. We'll see Wilder in Fury 3. You get another chance.
You better knock him out.
Word. Like in 3 seconds.
Do not get your boots smoked on Cinco de Mayo.
Wow.
Oh, he's X'd out February for the rest of his life for any fights ever.
Exactly.
All right, man. Well, as always, it's the Table of Truth, and we are out.
Peace.
You can listen and download to all of our episodes of the Table of Truth on iTunes. Just search the Table of Truth podcast.